morning, and it's got you in enough trouble already. It's changed your life. News Radio 710 Keel, Robert J. Wright, and Aaron McCarty. Hey, Mr. Moon, how are you this morning?
Ladies and gents, I am doing awesome, man. I am 2 days away from being on about a 10-day hiatus.
Me too, bud.
We were in the break a couple of seconds ago, and Aaron says when you sent her the text back that you could chat with us a second or two. Moon Griffon Show, weekdays 9 till 11 here on News Radio 710 Keel. And Aaron says, and you can comment on this to whatever degree you feel motivated. Aaron says, boy, if there's one guy who I bet eats some weird stuff on Christmas,
I bet it's Moon.
It's Moon.
You saying that I get weird stuff?
No, you eat weird stuff.
Oh, yeah. It would never be Christmas without cow tongue.
Oh, no.
Now, listen. Robert, I know what she's going to say.
Tell me you're joking.
Up stuff again. But the fact of the matter is, because we spend so much time with family, and besides the birth of Christ, it's really about family to me. They could take every president and send it all about. That's not even an interest of mine anymore. It's what you eat. It's for the fellowship.
What's really on your table? Because I know you're a great cook.
Seriously, I'm not saying that makes the Christmas table, but at least makes the New Year's Eve, the Christmas Eve party. Because we were always big with family.
You're talking about now. How does one prepare the Griffon cow tongue?
What they do is, what my dad would do is you get a cow tongue. And it's a big tongue, big nasty tongue. And remind me to tell you one funny story on it. And what you do is you poke holes in it and you make a seasoning with salt and pepper and all that onions and garlic and all that, and you stuff it. You stuff it all around.
Pardon me just a second. Aaron,
the tongue of a cow?
Aaron's sticking her tongue out. She looks like a party favor over there. So I apologize. Please continue.
Y'all one if you want to for Christmas. I can go get you one.
Hell yeah.
But listen, you take it and you pressure cook it in onions until it gets soft, and then you peel it as a thick layer of the tongue, Aaron. You peel off and you cut it like beef. My daddy and them used to serve this every Christmas Eve. And look, we served it at any parties they had. We told people it was roast beef. They ate it on a little frog bread.
Are you gonna even have like boudin balls at your Christmas dinner?
Oh yeah, no. Now look, we will have boudin balls, or at least the boudin. We always have that. Either somebody's always coming home and bringing boudin. So yeah, all that's a hog cracklings always make it, but they make usually Christmas Eve, not Christmas Day. Now, Christmas Day, we like regular folks. We eat turkey and ham and roast and pork roast and stuff
Who makes the dressing in the Moon Griffon family, and what kind of dressing is it?
Well, we make it, but now we use ground meat and gizzards and liver in the dressing with the ground meat.
No oyster?
Every now and then we do that, but that's how we make ours.
Okay, and you're not starting with stovetop, right?
No. I guarantee you, if it's made down here, it's made from a woman's touch or sometimes a man's touch.
Okay.
Everything's made from scratch down here. But we do traditional stuff like everybody. But I'm just telling you, Christmas Eve, we eat a lot of the Cajun stuff. There's no doubt about it. Now, I got to tell you one story, Aaron.
Yes.
Robert, you're going to appreciate it. My wife won't touch it. Now, I'm going to tell you what I did, and y'all tell me real quick if this might have made a difference. I took the cow tongue, and it's a big old piece of meat, and it's a tongue like yours and mine, except it's a lot bigger. So I took a big fork, and I stuck it into the fat part, and I put it under the cold water. And I eased up to her, and I rolled that tongue on her teeth. And I made a little noise, and she won't eat it. I don't know why. It might have something to do with it.
Would, for our vast listening
you have a good sofa.
Would, for our vast listening audience, you care to replicate the noise that you made?
I went, and she hadn't tried it yet.
Now, your New Year's Day, we all hear about the cabbage, black-eyed peas, all that. Anything special for New Year's Day that you're superstitious about?
No, none at all. I'm not a superstitious person at all, but we do the same thing. The only thing we'll try to do, sometimes we'll do a turducken. And turkey, chicken, and duck. It's a turkey, chicken, a duck and a chicken stuffed in a turkey, and you cook it, and you cut that sucker up, and it got the different flavors. That is delicious. If you go to the place, thebeststopingscott.com, they'll send you one, and I guarantee you'll go, wow, that is a great, great thing to do on New Year's Day.
Now, how's about the Griffon family? Who all is going to be there for you guys on the holiday?
Well, what we did was that we already had, because, of course, my bride's from South Louisiana, too. We went last Sunday, and all the kids, I got two brothers older, a brother and sister older than me, and a brother and sister younger than me. That's my problem, Robert. I got middle child syndrome. And we already did something Sunday, and then this year I got 4 kids. I'll have 2 come in. Of course, I got 2 at home, and then we'll do something there Christmas morning. Christmas Eve, we always, by the way, Aaron, have a seafood gumbo, and yes, oysters will be in that. That's our tradition. We've been doing it now for about 18 years.
Yep.
I'll make it today, put it in the refrigerator, be ready for tomorrow night. And then on Christmas Day, we'll get up, open presents, eat a big breakfast, and then we'll go to her daddy's and her brothers and her side of the family.
Now, Mr. Moon, in a un-Christmas related thing, I've had this conversation with a number of friends of mine because I know the story. But before we let you go, and thank you for joining us, before we let you go, would you once and for, because they didn't believe me, I told them the origin of your nickname, Moon, and they don't believe me. Would you once and for all tell that story for us?
Well, I can give you 2 versions real quick. Number one is my parents gave me that name. Moon River was the name of the song I was about to. And if you have kids in this day and time, they don't like to play music one time. They like to play it over and over and over and over the same song. And that was my song. And I was a big kid. I know that shocks you, Aaron and Robert.
Mm-hmm.
Big kid, and that name kind of stuck. And people started calling me Moon since I was a young person.
See, I told people that story, and I guarantee you I have 15 friends of mine listening right now who I told that story to, that it was the Andy Williams Moon River song.
Exactly.
But
let me tell you the other story that's out there that I had fun with. This is true, too. I was in college, and we had a big old class of 50-something students. And when the guy went around, he said, "Anybody got any nicknames? What's your name?" And I said, "Moon." And the guy looks at me and said, and I had 5 or 6 buddies with me in the class, and he goes, "I hate to ask this, but I'm going to ask it. How'd you get the name?" And I told my buddies, I said, "Watch this." I said, "Well, I was coming back from a basketball game in the 8th grade, and I was sitting in the back of the bus." Said, "They had a car." Look, I'm making this up now. I'm making this up as I go. I said, "They had a car behind us real close." And I told my buddies, "Watch this," and I mooned the car. I didn't know it was a state trooper. He put us on
Mr. Moon Griffon.
Well, let me tell you what happened. The professor, everybody's falling out laughing. And I said, no, I'm joking. Let me tell you. He said, hush up. He said, "I'll never call on you again." And then you know what I thought in my warped mind? If I can do this in every class, they'll never call on me.
You're good. Well, we're out of time here, Moon, and we wish you a Merry Christmas and all of God's blessings to you and your family.
Y'all too, guys.
And the irony of Moon Griffon eating cow tongue at Christmas is absolutely overwhelming. Thank you for joining us. Great segment as always. Moon Griffon here on News Radio 710 Kiel, weekdays 9 till 11. Merry Christmas once again, man. Thank you very much. Robert and Aaron